Alright, it turned out to be really good weather up here in Virginia today. Firing up my Glow. Got my coals already going good here in my basket. You can already see I've got some smoke rolling out the top of the smoker there. We're just going to shut the door on it, let it get heated up for what we're going to be smoking today. Grilling and smoking in your backyard. That's what we do. Alright, so today I was going to come on here and do a breakfast fatty. It's one that I've seen on the internet on different sites and stuff like that. You type in breakfast fatty, this will probably be one of the things that comes up. So I decided I wanted to do that today. We're going to get into that process here in a minute. But if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, punch the like button, because we're fixing to get into a breakfast fatty. See how it goes. Alright, I got the poblano pepper here. I'm going to throw that on the grill. I've got 2 burners on over here that I'm going to use to heat it up. What I want to do is I want it to just kind of sear the outside of the skin of the pepper, kind of tenderize the pepper up, but I want it to be kind of charred on the outside. Alright, so we've got the poblano pepper. It's been on here for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You can see the skin starting to really brown up and get black. That's what I want it to do, because basically I'm going to take and peel that skin off the pepper for the most part. Alright, so we've got everything all prepared for this breakfast fatty. I went ahead and fried up the potatoes, chopped up the poblano pepper, and sauteed some onions in there. That's what we're going to use to stuff it with. I also went ahead and boiled up the eggs that we had. I'm going to stuff it with boiled eggs and potatoes and the poblano peppers. So we'll go ahead and get started on that. Got my sausage here. Now what you can do is you can take a knife and just run around the outside of your Ziploc bag, and that allows you to just pull that right off the top of the meat, which is going to help you be able to roll it up, because you're going to use that Ziploc bag to help you kind of roll up the meat. So just going to throw some of these veggies in there. Now, just like on a stuffed pork loin or something, you want to leave some gap around the edge of your meat. You don't want to put it all the way out to the edge. You want to leave about 1 inch all the way around your meat, so that none of your insides fall out and you keep it all inside the roll. Alright, we've got the veggies in there, the fried potatoes. We'll take a few of these eggs, throw them in there. I don't know if I'm going to need all of them. I just boiled up how many I thought I'd need. So it looks like we're going to be good with just 5. We'll do it like that and see what happens. Or 4, sorry. Can't count. So then we're just going to go ahead and take it, and we're just going to want to roll it up. Just kind of want to get that meat started off your bag there, and this Ziploc is going to help to kind of help you keep the meat down to whenever you roll it. It's going to really help you roll it up nice, keep it from falling apart. This would be really hard to do if you didn't have this Ziploc or something behind it to help roll it up. What we're going to do here is I'm going to take it right out of the Ziploc, right on over to the bacon weave. See if we can just pick that bacon up and just keep going. Use a parchment paper on the bacon. You just want to kind of fold your hands in on the meat to just keep all your stuff inside. And the idea behind it is that I should be able to take that and just roll it right off onto my smoking grate. So now we've got the bacon weaved breakfast fatty on the smoking tray, ready to go out and throw it in the smoker. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, punch the like button, comment down below on some other stuff that you might want to see me do. If you've got a fatty you want to see done, comment down below, I'll do it. You know, just like and subscribe. You know, we've got this fatty ready to go here. We're just going to take it out and throw it on the smoker. Alright, so we're going to get this fatty out there and throw it on the smoker. That smoker ought to be rolling good. It ought to be producing some good smoke. Alright, so we've got the meat out here by the smoker. Smoker's looking good. It's a little hot right now, but once we open it up and throw the meat in there, it's going to cool off quite a bit. I expect it to finish off around the 275 to 300 mark. That's kind of where I'm thinking to smoke this fatty. You know, we can drop down to as low as 250 and I'll still be okay with that. But we'll go ahead and open it up. See what we got. Oh yeah, we got some good smoke rolling in there. Not too thick. Got that thin blue smoke that you want to have. Chuck that fatty on in there. Now we'll shut it up and leave it in there for, I'm probably not going to check on it for at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. You know, then I might check on it. Because like I say, if you're looking, you ain't cooking. Now if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, punch the like button, smoking meat, doing stuff you can do in your backyard. That's what we're doing here. Alright, so we've been on here about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Still holding a good temperature, 250, 275. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my probes in the meat. Got to see where we're at on temperature, internal temperature. What I like to do is I like to put a probe in the bottom, and I like to put one up in the top. That way it'll help me gauge the temperature in the top and the bottom of the meat. Because I've done these before and the bottom doesn't get done and the top shows that it's done, so I just like to put it, you know, one probe in the bottom, one in the top. We'll just go from there. So go ahead and plug my probes in, see what kind of temperature we're cooking on the meat. Okay, so I'm about 145 on the meat. I want to be about 160, 165. That's about where I want to be for this cook. So we're just going to go ahead and let it roll for a little while, see what happens in an hour or so. Alright, so got the thermopro in there. It's been about 2.5 hours on the meat. My temperature right now is reading about 160 to 163. I want to be about 165 on this cook. So go ahead and take a look at it and see what we've got going on in here. You can tell that bacon is really starting to get crispy. It's starting to form a good glaze around that meat. So we're about to have us a breakfast fatty. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, punch the like button. Excuse that barking dog in the background. He's not mine. Hit the subscribe button, punch the like button, comment down below on what you're thinking. This is what we do all the time. Smoking meat in our backyard. Stuff you can do. Alright, so I've got the ThermoPro thermometer beeping, telling me that the meat's done. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut that off. Set it down over here. We'll take a look at this meat and see what we've got. This meat's been on there about 3 hours. That's about how long the cook was. I kept it about 250, 275 on the smoke. We'll just go ahead and open it up here and see what we got. So yeah, I would guess to say that it's done. Like I said, I put a probe in the bottom, one in the top, to help me regulate the temperature all the way throughout the meat. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get it off, throw it in our pan over here, you know, and we'll take it inside and see what we've got. You can see that meat's real done. You know, that bacon's super crispy. That's gonna be a good breakfast fatty. You can see that Gouda cheese even oozing out the top there. That's that Gouda cheese that we stuffed it with that's oozing out the top. We're gonna get this inside, tin it up. You know, let it sit underneath the foil for about 30 minutes. Kind of let the juices run back into the meat. And then we'll cut it open and see what we've got for a breakfast fatty. Alright, so we've got this breakfast fatty here. Brought it in off the smoker. Put it in the pan here and tinned it up. Put the foil on top of it for about 30-35 minutes. Let the juices kind of run back into the meat. It'll continue to raise temperature during that time. The meat will. So, you know, we smoked this for about 3 hours at about 250, 275. We're going to just cut into it here and see what we've got. Alright, we've got our breakfast fatty smoked up with some boiled eggs, poblano pepper, some smoked Gouda cheese with some fried dirty potatoes. That's what we've got right now. Breakfast fatty, you know, we're showing stuff that you can do in your backyard. Smoking and grilling and smoking. Stuff you can do in your backyard. Grilling and smoking, smoking and grilling, whatever it is, we're going to be cooking up here all the time. So comment down below, let me know what kind of fatty you want me to do next. Let me know if you like the way that this one looks. Hit the subscribe button, punch the like button. This is what we'll be doing all the time. Smoking meats, making you full.